This happened in a small town, the kind where everyone knows everyone, and big hospitals don't exist yet. This maternity hospital had just opened. This was the first one in our area. People were proud of it. Finally, women didn't have to travel for hours to give birth. But there was one thing everyone noticed. The hospital was built right next to the graveyard. You could see it from the windows if you stood at the right angle. Old graves, some broken, some unmarked. People joked about it, said things like, at least life and death are close together. No one actually thought about it too deeply. I didn't either, not until that night. It was my first child. After hours of pain and fear, my daughter was born. Healthy, safe, I was exhausted, but happy in a way I can't explain. By the next night, everything was packed. Clothes folded, discharge paper ready. We were supposed to leave in the morning. My mother-in-law was sleeping on a visitor cot near the wall, and my baby girl was asleep in her cradle beside my bed. The room was quiet, and that hospital smell mixed with something damp like wet soil. I was drifting in and out of sleep when I heard it. It was very faint. I ignored it. New hospital, new building, sound travel. Then it came again. This time it sounded closer. That's when it clicked. Pile. Anklets. Someone was walking, slowly, inside the room, around my bed. I told myself it had to be a nurse or someone passing by. Or maybe my mind playing tricks on me after delivery. But the sound didn't move away. It circled, step by step. My heart started pounding. I opened my eyes, expecting to see my mother-in-law awake, maybe checking on the baby. I looked at her. Both of them were asleep. My baby hadn't moved, and my mother-in-law was snoring softly. But the sound was still there. Now it's right near my feet. I couldn't move my neck. My body felt heavy, like I was pressed into the mattress. So I looked down, and I saw it. A pregnant belly, obviously not mine, and bare feet. They were walking, slowly, circling my bed. The belly passed in and out of the dim light. Too close, too real. The feet never stopped moving. My mind screamed that this wasn't possible, that I was tired, that I was imagining things. But my fear didn't feel imagined. I shut my eyes. I don't know for how long I stayed like that. Somehow, I managed to whisper my mother-in-law's name, but no response. I tried again, louder. My voice cracked. Mummy ji, Mummy ji. She woke up. The moment she sat up, the sound stopped. Complete silence. I didn't look down again. I grabbed her hand and said the first thing came into my mind. Please unpack the Hanuman idol. She didn't ask questions. She just took it out and placed it near my bed. I didn't sleep after that. Maybe waiting for the sound. The next morning, before discharge, my mother-in-law quietly asked the doctor about the room. The doctor said it casually, like it was just another entry in a file. Yes, a pregnant woman died in that room. Complications during delivery? She didn't lower her voice. She didn't look uncomfortable. It was very normal for her. Like death had already settled into the walls. That room, that bed, in a hospital built beside a graveyard. I didn't say anything after that. I just held my baby closer. But here's the part I don't tell people. That morning before we left, I noticed something. My daughter had red marks on her ankle. Very faint, like pressure marks. The nurse said it was nothing. Maybe it's from the blanket or maybe the way she slept. But I knew what anklets sound like. And I know what I saw walking around my bed. I don't think it came for me or to hurt my daughter. I think it came to check to see what it never got to hold. But still, sometimes I wonder if my mother-in-law hadn't woken up, if the idol hadn't been unpacked, would it have stopped at just walking around the bed? Because hospitals don't just witness life and death, they remember the unfinished ones.